Today is a very special day on thisismartinj.com. Today we revisit my old school, Burlington Danes. It's now called Burlington Danes Academy and is situated in White City on Wood Lane. It's seen the likes of Wally Downs, who used to play for Wimbledon Football Club and then went on to become an assistant coach. It's seen the likes of Corey Richards, who was a very successful singer with the boy band Damage. Actor Chucky Venice, he went to this school as well, and so did I. And the young lady that we're about to introduce you to, she also went to this school. Her name's Bianca Simmone, and we thought what better place than to come back to our old school to have a little chat and find out what's happening with Bianca Simmone.
Yeah, it's them BOE boys again.
Bianca Simmone is an artist. She basically entertains on all different levels. I started off as a model. That was just because purely based on the fact that the opportunities came about, and I thought, okay, let me start on this and see how I can build. And then from there, you know, I started my music. So I've kind of done music and modelling, but then I originally start from when I was about 8 years old. I did a class on a Saturday in Northwest London, and it covered modelling, singing, acting, dancing. So I had experience behind me, but yeah, modelling and my music career is what's taken off the most.
One of the reasons why we're featuring UK talent on thisismartinj.com is because of my experience of, you know, being on Choice, and for someone that wants to succeed in the music industry right now, it's very, very difficult. You've got to be very, very focused, and you've got to be very self-determined. How do you manage to keep on, you know, pushing yourself every day to get things done?
I think it just starts like whenever you want to do something in life, you have to believe in yourself first. And once you believe in yourself, you get the determination and courage to keep going, because you know, obviously, once you believe in your talent, you know your talent needs to be showcased. And once you have that drive, I think that alone just gives you the energy and focus, you know, to keep going. So yeah.
Let's talk about some of the stuff that you've done now. I know recently you had a song called Pressure and Coming At Ya. Tell us a little bit about those songs and also what's in the pipeline.
Pressure came about 2.5 years ago. I met up with H Money Harmony. We went to America and New York because JD said, yeah, well, I'm going to New York, and he was going the next day, and I booked my flight. I was going to book it the following day, and he was like, no, come on, you know, I've got a few friends and blah blah blah. So we got on a flight to New York. I met H Money, but I didn't know he did music. He didn't know I sang. So we kind of got talking like 3 or 4 days in. I think it was actually after the Brooklyn Carnival. So I kind of told him I sang. He's like, oh my days, I produced. Like, JD, how come you didn't tell me? Blah blah blah. And then we just kind of kept contact, but we kept like as friends first, because obviously I wasn't really ready for my music career. Because when you do something, you need to make sure that you study the thing that you're going to do. So I didn't have an idea of the sound I wanted and where I wanted to go with it. So after a while, I started speaking to H, and he was just like, you know, mentoring and guiding me and telling me what would work for me and blah blah blah. So we just sat down one day in the studio. He's like, come over, you know, we'll see what we can work on. And then we built the beat for Pressure, and then we wrote it, and I laid it down, and was like, okay, you know, it's a really catchy song. It's got like an R&B but a pop feel. You know, it's got a great crossover sound. But, you know, what can we do to kind of like give it a different edge? And we thought, well, there's no UK female artist or UK female rapper back then that did a track together in the UK. So it was like, you know, that sounds like a good idea. It was like, who can we get? And obviously I knew Baby Blue, and I knew that, you know, she's a great artist and she's a hard worker. So called her up, and she said, yeah, cool, she'll do it. And then she jumped on the track, and that was basically it.
What's in the future? What's in the pipeline for Bianca Simmone?
There's a few things actually. My next single, which will be my 3rd single, that's called Superhuman, produced by Truth. He's a part of BOE Blackout Entertainment, which is Harmony's slight sidekick. He works over here while Harmony's in LA. We built the beat, I think, the beginning of this year, and laid it down, and Jermaine Riley from Fundamental helped me co-write it as well. So it's kind of like, you know, the feel that you have with Champion, which was the Chipmunk and Chris Brown track. It's that kind of like inspirational track. Like, you feel it, it touches you, and it allows you to kind of think outside the box and, you know, do the unbelievable. Because so many people, you know, females or males, like they might have a main job as an artist. They might have children, they have to look after them as well. They might have a family they have to look after. So Superhuman's basically about, you know, just being out of the ordinary, being able to multitask and just do so many things with yourself and for others as well, and still continue on your daily routine. So that's Superhuman, and that's hopefully going to be coming out at the end of this year, beginning of next year. And then I'm working on the album as well, which is coming out next year. And in between that, I'm building an academy, which is called BTA Academy, which is Believe to Achieve. So like my motto is obviously for you to achieve anything in life, you have to believe in it first. So it's basically a platform for females in the industry, you know, to gain knowledge and insight. 'Cause a lot of things, like so many people go on development courses where they just learn, the oral side of it, like they read from textbooks and they learn how to, speak in public and blah, blah, blah. But, the academy gives you both sides to it. It gives you the practical and the oral. So it gets you to, learn how to, address people, how to conduct meetings, how to go for auditions, but at the same time it's like how to be in a music video. So many girls will just give you the one line and it's a dance track. There's different styles of dance that you need to learn when you're going for auditions to be in different videos, and then vice versa with, catwalk and fashion modelling. There's certain ways to walk as well. So it's just like an opportunity for me to kind of give back all the things I've learned from growing up to females trying to get into the industry that, may have an idea where they need to go, but they don't have the right direction. And I didn't really have that. I've had a few people like H Money came on board, which I love him to bits because he's kind of guided me a lot. And I've obviously had my mum and several other people, but, I didn't really have a main person or a place to go where I can ask questions, and that's what I want to do for them. I want to be able to, give them the right direction and route to go in order to achieve.
I like the sound of that. BTA, don't get it confused with the Barbados Tourism Authority though, yeah?
No,
please don't.
The BTA Academy.
Right, good. Question. Where can people find out more about Bianca Simmone? Because I'm sure they're watching now and going, I would like a bit more of that. in a very innocent way, of course. Where can they get a little bit more of Bianca Simmone?
Usually if you just Google Bianca Simmone, everything comes up from like modelling pictures. That's probably one of the first things that people see, because it's quite funny. Like, Bianca, I Googled you the other day and you should have seen what I saw. And I'm like, yeah, that was the modelling days. Forget about that now. I want some music. But yeah, you can Google me, or you can go to my website, which is www.biancasimone.com. That's with the 2 M's. Obviously I've got Facebook and Twitter /Bianca Simmone, MySpace, what else have I got? Blog /Bianca Simmone. There's just, if you just Google me, there's different ways you can connect to me. If anyone wants to answer me questions, find out more about me, or want to know something about the industry, if I can help, just hit me up. Okay, quick fire round with Bianca Simmone. Bianca Simmone, what's the best restaurant you've ever been to? Fat Boys in Ealing, Thai.
Who's the sexiest celebrity?
Oh, Trey Songz.
Trey Songz?
I do like him, but I've met him and he's not the, I wouldn't settle down with him at all. He's not that type of guy. But if I would say somebody who I would marry, I would say Morris Chestnut.
I thought you were going to say mine. If you had one thing to change, if you had to change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
Oh gosh. I don't know. Dimples. I like dimples.
You want dimples?
Yeah. I try to sometimes smile and see if I can create one, but no, I ain't got none.
That could be quite painful. What's your favourite TV programme?
EastEnders. I'm sad.
EastEnders! What football team do you support?
I used to support Chelsea, but I don't watch football. I'm never hardly home, so I can't say I really support them anymore. But yes, and that was before Abramovich. Thank you. Just letting you know.
Chelsea.
Yes, Chelsea. Why, who do you support?
You went to school in White City, the home of QPR, and you supported Chelsea.
But
moving on quickly from there, what teacher do you remember from school and why?
Oh, there's so many. I'll give you a few. There was Mr. Harrison. I think he was history teacher. He just hated me. He hated everybody. I used to go and do fashion shows at Afro Hair and Beauty Show while I was in high school, and one time they put orange weave in my hair and I left a piece in because I thought it looked really cool, but I took out the main bit and he dashed me out the class for the whole day and he's like, take it out. And then I took it out and I thought I'll wind him up, and I went and dyed my hair red, and then he tried to tell me I couldn't come in school for 3 days until I dyed it back. So he was one person that definitely stood out.
Okay, I think that's enough. Dyed your hair red, What dish would you consider to be your signature dish?
That I make?
Yeah, your booze coming around and you're going to make your dish.
My friends actually stole this recipe from me, but I stole it from my auntie because she's from Trinidad. It's like stewed chicken, but you make it with brown sugar. So yeah, brown stewed chicken and rice and vegetables and roast potatoes and yeah.
Okay. Final question for you. What is your biggest turn off?
Oh, biggest turn off. Jeez, that's a hard one. Cleanliness. Like, I can't do dirty nails, you know, dirty shoes, clothes that have stains on it. Like, you just have to be able to present yourself, because I think that says a lot about somebody. Like, you know, if you take care of yourself, that means you take care of other things around you, family, friends, you know, work, everything. So, yeah.
Bianca Simmone, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to see you again.
We just done it in the school playground.